In the spring of 1993, an unusual occurrence happened on the tennis court. A fan of the great Steffi Graf stabbed Monica Seles, causing a big turn in her career. But we're not talking about that today. Let's find out more about her personal life and her family. Monica was born on December 2, 1973 in Novi Sad, southern Serbia, to Hungarian parents. Her mother, Esther, worked as a programmer while her father, Karolj, was a cartoonist. She happened to be the second child of a family of two. Her older brother's name is Zoltan. As a bright young girl, Monica started learning tennis at the age of 6. She was introduced to the game by her father. Every dad wants the best for his kids, and her father made sure she learned every basic principle of tennis without going to a professional class. She trained on the ground behind her house, where her father strung a rope instead of a net. Sometimes sharing love doesn't matter how much you have. Her father's efforts would turn out to be a great investment, as a few years later, Monica proved to be a talented student who had mastered her skills, especially without a professional teacher. She was able to win the Yugoslavian Junior Championship at the age of 9, competing against a 12-year-old. But what's sweeter than winning a trophy? Winning it twice in a row. The following year, Monica won the championship again. By the time she was 12, she had become the Yugoslavian Athlete of the Year. The next year, her family moved to Florida, America, where Monica competed in a junior tournament and was scheduled to travel back to Europe after the tournament. But Nick Bollettieri, who had already established himself as a well-known tennis coach, noticed the youngster's talent. He then suggested to Monica's parents she should enroll in his own academy. Trust me, her dad isn't letting that opportunity pass by. So because of that reason, her parents had to settle in America despite having financial difficulties. Her father, for one, was very passionate about her tennis career, and he wasn't going to watch his little girl fail. He'll give it his all. As the saying goes, behind every successful man is a woman, but in this case, behind a successful woman is a man, and that man is her father. Karolj made sure he did everything right to make sure his daughter succeeded in tennis. Imagine a cartoonist turned into a coach, and without any prior experience, he did quite a good job. Karolj successfully enrolled at the College of Physical Education and the Belgrade Academy of Fine Arts, earning a diploma in physical education. He worked for the Hungarian Word in Novi Sad, starting in 1963 after retiring from teaching. In 1956, he picked up drawing once more, and he quickly rose to prominence as one of the nation's most well-known cartoonists after his caricatures appeared in Borba, the top newspaper in Yugoslavia at the time. Karolj was really talented. He drew frequently, and his distinctively fibrous drawings and pointed figures gained a growing following. He produced text drawings, banners, headers, and vignettes in addition to cartoons for calendars, books, and newspaper inserts. At the Italian Humor Festival in Bordighera, he also took home the film prize. Additionally, he's won prizes at the Yugoslav Humor Festival and various international cartoon contests. After his own competitive days came to an end, the former triple jump expert from his native Yugoslavia first coached Monica's older brother, Zoltan, to a national junior championship when he was 15 years old. He really wanted one of his kids to play the game. Mr. Seles then turned his coaching enthusiasm and peculiar theories about stroke production to his daughter, after coming to the conclusion that professional athletics were not where Zoltan would find happiness in the future. He gave his daughter instructions on how to play because he was convinced that a player who could hit double-handed off both sides would not only hit harder, but also create sharper angles than the rest of the competition. You recall the offer from Nick Bollettieri we talked about earlier? Yeah, that. In 1986, Monica's dad accepted the offer with his daughter, and he remained in Florida as her manager. You know, maybe because everyone knew her father was not a professional, they mocked the unconventional strokes he taught Monica. Funny how Nick Bollettieri maintained and never changed them. 2 years after joining Nick's academy at the age of 14, Monica had her first significant victory. In 1988, she participated in a professional tournament and demonstrated spectacular results, becoming number 1 in her age group. If we recall the incident that happened in 1993 where Monica was stabbed on the court, the incident kept her out of tennis for 2 years. Her dad, Perello, was key to her coming back to play. He described the situation as terrible news to his family, and he claimed she was attacked so Steffi Graf could reclaim the top spot. That's some accusation, but at the time Monica was really showing Graf who's the boss. However, all good things must come to an end. The cartoonist turned coach passed away at the age of 64 in 1998 due to declining health after suffering a recurrence of stomach cancer in December of 1996. Seles recalled that in 1997, her father once coached her over the phone while he was at the hospital, insisted that his health shouldn't affect her play. Well, to me, her father passed as a legend. He single-handedly made sure his daughter's career was a meaningful one. That's a life well lived. He was always seen on the court for every match Monica played and was applauding regardless if she was winning or losing. And if applauding soon became a trademark, as did his tendency to take bows and blow kisses after victories. In all, Mr. Seles was able to celebrate 9 championships in Grand Slam events with his prodigy, who was 6-0 in Grand Slam finals, and she became the first woman in 55 years to capture 3 consecutive French Open championships at Roland Garros in 1992, with a 3-set victory against Steffi Graf. Perello's most emotional moment came in 1995 after Monica made her comeback at the Canadian Open following a 2 years absence after being stabbed in 1993. He wasn't known to be a teary man, but he shed tears after his daughter battled back into public prominence by winning the Toronto event. Monica claimed that during her exit, it was her father who persuaded her to overcome her trauma and return to tennis. Monica's story cannot be complete without the honorable mention of her father. A year after Monica ended her career, the media spread the rumors that she was secretly dating the American billionaire Tom Golisano. In 2009, Monica was spotted out and about with Tom Golisano. Tom, who was born on November 14, 1941, is an American billionaire, businessman, and philanthropist. He's the owner of the Buffalo Sabres and creator of the payroll company Paychex. It was reported that she and Tom turned heads in 2008 when he took her to a ceremony marking his $10 million donation to Niagara University. After that, he accompanied her to a Sabres game where they sat with the former president of the United States, Clinton. In 2014, Tom, who has been divorced 3 times before, announced his engagement with Monica, and the couple married soon after. Tom ran for governor of New York 3 times prior to their marriage. However, the man relocated to Florida when the millionaire's tax was implemented in the state. Then after Monica sold her home, the couple moved in together. Tom established the huge payroll company Paychex in 1971 with just $3,000 in a credit card. He was CEO of the publicly traded company until 2004 and is still chairman today. He also serves as the owner of Greenlight Networks, a fiber internet service provider situated in Rochester, New York. He was the owner of the Buffalo Bandits of the National Lacrosse League and the Buffalo Sabres of the National Hockey League from 2003 to 2011. With a net worth of over $5 billion, he's donated about $300 million to support children with autism and other disabilities. What do you think about her father's influence on her game? Comment below.